G'day and welcome to Game 24. Again, I've got the M2 with the quickfire gun, and I'm back at my old favourite scenario. And yes, you guessed it, I will be going off to the left, like I normally do. Just waiting for the game to start now. And here we go. Trying to miss everybody. Whoop, here we go. Oh, bit of a fender bender there. And heading off down this way. And yep, I'm on my own. Nobody's coming here with me. Everybody else has decided to go up the centre or over to the other side. So you see what I mean? Between this game and the previous game, I went this way when I was coming from the other way. We came across about 3 or 4 red tanks coming this way, so we came across a strong force. This time there's literally nothing. I do run into a red tank up here, but up at the next set of corner where the other knocked out tanks are is just up here is where I come across a red tank, and believe it or not, it's the only red tank that comes this way. There he is. Fully exposed, I've got no cover. I'm hitting him, but I'm not doing a great deal of damage because of the type of tank he is. So I'm backing up, shooting at him again, doing a little bit of damage to him. He's shooting at me, but he's only sort of giving me glancing blows. Here, whilst I'm here, I'm turning around and bugging up here. He's just done some major damage to me just then because I've got my back to him, and I come up here and I'm expecting him, because I'm stuck here, I didn't mean to go up here, and he's actually gone behind the rock. So had he stayed out in the open, he would have seen I would have been fully exposed and he could have taken me out up there. He's hiding from me, waiting for me to come around to him. I come up here thinking, oh, I might be able to go up the end here and over to the left here and up. Right at the end here, I'm thinking I might be able to get a clear shot at him from up above, but nope, there's too much rock here in front of me, so I'm waiting, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I can hide here. Had I actually gone up further to the right, I might have been able to hide behind that bush and shoot down to where he was. I look there, I see that this wall is actually in the road. So I decide to actually remove the wall, so I've got a clear view down there. And I've done that. He can't see me up here. I've now got a clear shot at him. All I've got to do is sit here and wait, and as he comes past here, I could actually shoot him from behind and do some damage to him. I look back, I'm not seeing him anywhere. Mind you, he's not going to show up until he comes into the visibility range of the tank, not of the view that I've got here. I look over here to my left and I see that there's a red tank down here, so I thought, well, I'll come over and have a go at him from up here because he won't be able to see me, and take a couple of shots at him, do a little bit of damage to him, and then I'm taking shots from him and I'm fully exposed, he can see me no matter what. I should have actually just backed up and gone down the face there, but I moved and I'm still in his view and he was able to take me out. So I stuffed up there big time. It shows how a little bit of patience will actually work off for you, and impatience will actually work against you. Now, I'm talking about patience. The guy I was dealing with over there, he's still there waiting, and that, and he obviously comes out later on, and when I'm not there, he realises I'm not there. He can actually make his way to the base to capture it, which is what he does do later on. Now, at the moment, we're having a look at the other green players, how they're doing. The guy that took me out is now being engaged by this fella. Unfortunately, this fella gets taken out. I go back to this one, then I change to this one. And look at the counter, the green team's actually being eliminated because 5 of us have already gone and only 2 red have been eliminated. So yeah, the red team's doing really good in this game. This guy is going backwards and forwards, trying to get around. I don't know what he's really doing. He's waiting, just going backwards and forwards. As I said, this happens a lot. A lot of players do this. Comes back around, and lo and behold, the red player has gone. But then he still backs up. You swear, players like this just don't want to engage the red tanks. I don't know why. I mean, that's half the fun of the game. Engaging them, and yes, if you get knocked out real early in the game, it can be a pain, but it can still be a lot of fun because you're engaging them, and if you find that you're actually engaged multiple red tanks, that can actually be part of the fun. Got yourself into a situation you didn't really want to get into, or realised that yes, changing from player to player in this game to see what's going on. Some of them are just sitting around doing nothing, others move a little bit and then stop, and these two stay here for basically the whole game, and all I do is race around, going backwards and forwards and round, basically doing the hokey pokey. It's absolutely ridiculous. So that one's raced down there, but he'll come back. Move to this one. They're all, when I moved them, they just seem to be driving round and round doing nothing. And yep, there it is. The base is being captured, and yeah, you got it. It is the tank that I was trying to deal with before. Because he had such thick armour, I was only doing very minor damage to him. So that's where the quick firing guns can lose out. If you're up against a tank that's got thick armour, like an SU tank or something, sumo tank, and the Hotchkiss tanks. This guy is going around. He goes back to where he was. As I said, he's there. Didn't go down there far at all, and he's back with his little dancing partner here. And again, nobody's moving towards the base yet, except for this fella. Finally clicked onto someone that was going here to deal with the enemy tank that's here, and yes, there it is, and he is the one that I was dealing with before. So I gets in a couple of good shots on him. He backs up, and the red tank goes behind the rock, and the green fella comes up, but the red fella's actually using the rock as cover so he can back away. He's taken a serious hit, the green fella. He's coming around here, and yep, the red fella's gone down behind the bank. Can't get to him. He's going to go after him. Then another red one shows up in the distance, so he tries to take out that fella, and unfortunately gets taken out by him instead. Back here, go back here, and yeah, you know what's going to happen, don't you? That red tank's going to go back up now that the green tank's been taken out, and he's going to start capturing the base again. And again, we've got all these green players that are just doing nothing, basically, just running round and round in circles. And that again, this is so frustrating when you see this going on. Like I said, I don't know why they're so reluctant to engage the red tanks. I know it's frustrating when you do get taken out, but hey, it's part and parcel of the game. That's why you're playing it. It's either eliminate the red players or you get eliminated yourself. This guy was sitting here for so long that an enemy tank came up to him, and then he reverses out with his butt sticking out. I mean, what do you expect is going to happen? You know, he gets taken out. took a shot in the engine to begin with. So yeah, again, all these tanks sitting around doing nothing. As you can see, the red tank has actually gone back to the tank and to the base, and has already more than half captured the base, so won't be much longer. And these two are still doing the friggin' dance routine down here. They never leave that spot. And this tank, he's finally got out of the shopping district and he's come to here. I'd rather stay with my own tank, really, to be quite honest. But yeah, these tanks, it's painful, if you know what I mean, watching this. And here they are, dancing again. It's really hair-pulling frustration, you know. The game's over anyway, so we've lost, and yeah,